right, let's get these wheels cleaned up. Most every wash I do, wheels come first, and they take me the longest. So if you have a better way of doing this, I'm interested. But using the power washer helps, because what I will do is it will take off some of the surface dust that is a little harder to get off with a regular garden hose. However, I've used garden hose forever, so don't let a power washer keep you away from the task. Then what I use is a degreaser for the rubber. And my favorite current wheel cleaner is this Sonax Cleaner Plus, which really does a good job, as you'll hopefully see here shortly. And then we use a variety of cleaning implements. This is a brush for the rubber. This is for the spokes. I can get my hands in there. This is for detail. And the last thing is this Easy Detail. I don't know what it's called, but that's for the barrels. So you'll see me use all of those. You're probably telling me I'm spending way too much time on this, and that's fine. I understand. This is just how I do it. Let's get on with it. I'll give that a minute. Should see it start to turn purple. This is my favorite wheel soap, and I'm lying a little bit because it's not this Boost Winter Wash, but it's Brute, I think it is called, Brute Wheel Soap from MONYC, and I'm loyal to buying his products on the to some degree, because a lot of the techniques you'll see here have been done very effectively by him, and I've just kind of made my own copycat version of that. So anyway, Boost Winter Wash is another more aggressive, more robust soap, and so because I don't really have harsh winters out here, and I bought it when I was living somewhere else, this is good for now, and I need to replace the Brute. And lastly, I use some CarPro Hydro 2, I think it's called, and then you dilute it with distilled water, and it creates a hydrophobic coating. A lot of people use this on their paint. I've really started using it on my wheels, and you'll see as I rinse it off here how it can start to bead. There you have it, there's a wheel. So what I'll be doing later on, after I've washed the car and everything, I will come back, dry off the spokes, and then apply a tire dressing, which is, if you've been watching my channel at all, you'll know is CarPro Pearl. All right, I'm sure you figured out that was the rinse stage, so defies too much explanation. This is the foamer. You've probably seen this one before, the MTM. I'll give you the codes, I don't know, I'll flash it on the screen. This is the Mosmatic handle. This is a big Cobra braided hose line. There's a Kranzler 1322 maybe? I don't know. It's the one that Matt is obsessed about. Many of you will know what that means. All right, so next up, I'm gonna foam the car and we'll do the 2 buckets. There you have it, folks. Living proof. It snows in Arizona. So the purpose of this step is just to let the soap detach anything I couldn't detach with the water. Hopefully it pulls it gently off the paint to the bottom, and then I'm going to go over and do a 2 bucket. And the 2 bucket being, you'll see them rolling around, but one's got soap in and the other one's just a rinse bucket, and then I use a mitt for the top half of the car and then a mitt for the bottom half where you'll generally see more of the dirt aggregate. And so, because I don't like my swirls, I like to keep that separate. Oh, and as an aside, look how much I got left in that. That thing was full. I think I used about 200 mils of water and maybe 3 caps of soap in there. This I think is the watermelon one from Chemical Guys. It foams well. Pretty much anything will foam well through this though. So, if you hadn't figured that out, that was another rinse. Waffle weave towel. I don't know where it's from, but I'm guessing the rag company might claim ownership, which is fine. I'm sure it's theirs. This is what I'll use for the windows, and I'm gonna get a more fluffy one. And I don't know if it's the Eagle Edgeless or the Pluffle or whatever, but again, the rag company can tell you better than I can. And then for the paint, I've got this EC 2.0 stuff from CarPro as my drying aid. Another one I've used is the Ammo Hydrate. However, I fell out with that one, not for the product, but because the sprayer thing started leaking down here and just really chafed my butt. And I know I could have changed it, and I will. But I wanted to try out this CarPro stuff, and I like that quite a bit too. Probably like them about the same though. So because this thing has a really useless umbrella-less sunbrella, you've got to do the inside as well, because it's just really not completely waterproof. But hey, I keep the lid on just to keep the water out of the car more than anything. So yeah, that's that. And the windows will be properly cleaned after if you're thinking they look pretty bad. I'm sure they do, but just want to get the water off for now. This next step here is optional. I use a leaf blower, an electric one, just because less chance of junk falling out of it, like engine oil or gas. And that's just to get like the big beaded water off of it. I don't always do this, but like I said, an optional step, and not everyone's tried it. It's actually pretty cool. So if you're one that likes to dress your wheels minimally, put this on your wheels, and they get cleaner a lot quicker and drier. Then they just need a little microfiber to clean off the spokes. So I'm sure if I looked I'd find a bigger one, but I don't want to. So this is I think it's a pluffle. It's a waffle weave microfiber. So best of both worlds, they say. So let's see how it goes. So of course my camera quit when I got to doing the glass, but there's nothing revolutionary there, and I have a video on glass where you can take various steps of it and see how it works. There's nothing too drastically life-changing there. But here's the clean car right now. It's starting to dusk, so hopefully you can see okay. And then just want to give you a close-up of the wheels, because like I said, that wheel cleaner, it's pretty good. These wheels are 7 years old and holding up just fine. Looking forward to getting my new wheels and doing my first ceramic coating, but keeping these original OEMs clean, pretty impressed. And don't look in there, because it's dusty. Well, that sums it up, folks. There's a car wash. Difference between this and a $8 wash at Costco is probably just a bunch of scratches you may or may not care about. So, until next time, be memorable, be well, and drive safe. We'll see you around.